star. And why are they called regular operators? Why is that? I guess because they're operators that operate on regular languages, and they result in regular languages. I guess that's my guess. Anyway, so we know of three regular operators: union, concatenation, star. Right? Well, now there's this third term, regular something. So it's regular expressions. Now, what are they? Well, let's start by analogy. Let's talk a little bit about something that you're familiar with, like arithmetic expressions. And then by analogy, we'll draw the analogy between an arithmetic expression and a regular expression. You'll see the analogy is quite close. Okay. Here's an example of an arithmetic expression. So you just have arithmetic, just numbers, and you have operators, arithmetic operators like plus and times, you multiply, and this whole thing is called an arithmetic expression. Okay. All right. So now, instead of having numbers here, have regular languages. Okay, so you could have like A1 here, A2, A3, right? And instead of having arithmetic operators here, have regular operators. So, I mean, you could have here like union, or concatenation, or star. Well, not in this case. Well, yeah, because it needs to be a binary operator, right? There are two languages here. Okay, and here you might have concatenation, like instead of cross, you have a little circle. Okay, so an expression like that, language, regular operator, language, regular operator, language, that kind of expression is called a regular expression. Okay? So regular expressions, they're about languages and regular operators. Okay? And an arithmetic expression is about numbers and arithmetic operators. Okay? Now let's do an actual example. Now this is, you may not like this. You say, oh, well, that doesn't make any sense. Let me just say, it's shorthand, right? It's a shortened way of writing out the full form. But writing out the full form gets tedious, so people tend to just use shorthand. And it's understood that it's shorthand. And so, more acceptable. But, so this, here's your union sign. So you're unioning these two, well, they seem to be elements, right? But strictly speaking, a union is between sets. Right? What is a union? It's just combining the elements of two sets into a bigger set. Right? That's the union. So strictly speaking, what's here and here, either side of the union, should be sets. Well, that's where the shorthand comes in. Strictly speaking, this should be 0 inside wiggly brackets to make it a set. And similarly here, you should have a 1 inside wiggly brackets to make it a set. Then that makes sense. So then you'd have the set with 0 in it, union the set with 1 in it. And the result of that, of course, would just be wiggly brackets 0, 1. Okay? So that is shorthand for the set 0, 1. In other words, the binary alphabet with 0 and 1. It's another way. Okay? And then this looks as though it's multiplying, and that too is shorthand. Shorthand of what? Well, here there should be a little circle. Concatenation. Right? So you're concatenating the wiggly brackets 0, 1. In other words, the binary alphabet, right? The set of the two binary numbers, 0 and 1, and you're concatenating that with 0 star. Now, what's that mean? What is 0 star? Well, again, it's shorthand. This should be wiggly brackets 0. That makes it a set. Right? So it's a set then with just one element, 0, in that set. But you're starring it. So now there's only one possible string in that language, in that set, wiggly bracket 0. Just that one string has one element and it's 0. So if you star it, that means you have all possible concatenations of that string. In other words, all possible concatenations of 0. For example, the empty string, eta, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 times, 0, 5 times, 0, 6 times, da, 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 da. Okay? So this is a shorthand way of saying the resulting language, and remember it's a language, a regular expression always ends up as a language. Right? The terms here, if you like, are languages. The operators, like here and concatenation and star, they are regular operators. Right? The whole thing is a regular expression. And a regular expression results in a language. Right? So you're manipulating language, you're operating on languages, and because they're regular operators, the three, union, concatenation, star, we've just proven, and that's the whole point about these three proofs, if you have regular languages and you're operating on them with regular operators, the result that you get will also be a regular language, hence a language. So regular expressions end up as a regular language. Okay? Now the result of that was just 8 by 4, that's 32, and the result of this will be the set, the language, which consists of strings that start with either 0 or 1, followed by any number of zeros. Okay? That's a description of the language. Yeah, so just saying the value, what you get after you've finished the evaluation of a regular expression is a language. Okay? And this, just shorthand, is what I was saying. So it's a language consisting of all strings, all underlined, okay, that start with a 0 or a 1, and then followed by any number of zeros. Okay? And I've said here, this is actually a shorthand for this. Okay? The missing brackets. These two things either side of the union should be sets, right? You don't have a union on elements, you have a union on sets. Okay, so strictly speaking, this should be that. Right? And this, it looks like multiplication, but it's just a shorthand for concatenation. So here is a missing little circle, the concatenation symbol for the concatenation operator. So there should be a little symbol here, here in the middle. Okay. And star is a regular operator. It operates on a set. It operates on a language. But what is a language? A language is a set of strings. Okay. And the only string in this language is just 0. Right? You're starring it. So you can change that, modify that into this. You can evaluate, what is the union of these two sets? Well, it's just 0, 1. Okay, so you can put it there. And then you concatenate that. So your x, like an x and a y. So your x could be either 0 or 1. And 0, the set 0 star, that's all possible strings with any number of zeros in them, from 0 zeros to 1 0 to 2 0, any number k, positive number k. Okay. All right. Now some general comment, and then next board we'll get into a lot more details of what you can do with regular expressions, and then you'll get a sense of their power. Okay? So the comment in the text, so regular expressions, which I've shortened to just reg.exprs, right? Regular expressions, they play a really important role in computer science applications. For example, with strings that have certain properties, certain patterns. So using what you're about to learn about regular expressions, that knowledge, it gives you a very powerful method to describe these patterns that are in strings. I think I'll wait till next board to give you examples of what that means. Right? Strings with certain patterns, certain properties, and you express those properties using regular expressions. That's what I'll say for the moment. Okay. Now, for example, doing this kind of thing that you'll become clear on next board. For example, if you know Unix, there are programs or utilities, tools, if you like, for example, called awk and grep, and they're search functions looking for certain strings with certain properties, and you can specify those properties using regular expressions. So awk and grep allow you to specify, to type in, to program them in a sense with regular expressions, and then the software, in Unix software, then uses those regular expressions that you have typed in to go hunting for strings that have the properties that you specified using the regular expressions. Okay? And similarly, computer programming language like Perl, which I don't know, by the way, and certain text editors, they all provide ways for the user to specify regular expressions, which then the software uses to go searching for strings having the patterns specified by the regular expressions. Hope that's clear. Okay, so for the next few boards, we will be heavily into the concept of regular expression and their properties and particularly their power. Ciao.